welcome to Day One Patch. This is episode 47. I'm Ryan Johnson, your host, and with me I have Matt Lawrence.
Hello.
Marty Isaacs.
Hello.
And Adriano Petti. Welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, we're going to hop into our top stories, tell you guys what's coming up in the show. We have new Nintendo direction. If you're like us, that's kind of good news, I guess. But we'll tell you what that's all about later on. Vita Slim is coming out in the UK, and The Elder Scrolls Online. So stay tuned for those. And we're going to go into what we're playing. Anyone want to start? Anyone been playing anything exciting?
I'll get mine over and done with. Borderlands 2. Go ahead, Marty.
Borderlands 2, okay.
Yeah, Borderlands
upset,
2. Just clean up all my missions.
Marty?
I haven't been playing much. I've been giving my 3DS a lot of love lately, though. Been playing some Pokemans, and then hanging out with my buddies. We've been playing the new Mario Party for it, and Luigi's Mansion 2. We're just doing their multiplayer, their wireless multiplayer, and playing 4-player multiplayer.
You know, Nintendo still has the best multiplayer.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion with 4 people is damn fun. Mario Party is top notch. It's better than the Wii version they have out right now.
Mm-hmm.
What else were we playing? Mario Kart. I think that came out last year for the 3DS, but that's still a tremendous amount of fun. So go 3DS. Rock and roll.
Nintendo's the only good console right now. Matt?
Oh.
I have been playing Starbound on the PC, actually.
Starbound, okay.
Now, do you know what that is?
I know the name.
So, has anyone here played Terraria?
I know the name.
Okay, well, Terraria is like a pixel-based game, a side-scroller. It's kind of... People compare it kind of to
Platformer?
Minecraft.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like a platformer.
Yeah, I know the game you're talking about.
You can mine and stuff like that. Well, this is that, essentially, but with multiple planets. So you'll be in there doing your mining and your smithing and building stuff, and then you can jump to multiple planets and you do boss battles to get the different tiers and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it just finished, like it's in alpha or beta, I can't remember now, but it just finished its last character wipe. They were wiping characters and worlds. So apparently it just finished its last character wipe, and they may wipe the world when they keep updating. But
okay.
So that's why I've started playing it, because I can store stuff in my ship. So yeah, good stuff.
That's on the PC?
Yeah.
On the Steam?
Definitely worth the pickup.
Yeah?
I don't know whether it's going to increase in price when it comes out full, but definitely worth the pickup even right now.
But yeah, you have problems before with like buying games before they're out, right?
Yes, because I found myself only ever playing stuff that was incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
But this is definitely one that's complete enough.
Do you think that Minecraft kind of started that whole business model?
I definitely think so.
Because they got millions of people playing Minecraft before the game even launched.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if someone else has attempted it, but they're the ones that kind of popularized it, if you will.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think we had a story on this, but Minecraft on PS3 sold 1 million copies.
Like, that's ridiculous.
God damn.
So I don't know the total of what he sold on like all consoles, but it's amazing.
Well, they sold 1 million on iOS and Christmas Day.
Oh, gee. Just on Christmas Day alone?
Yeah.
I can't stand the iOS version either.
It's gotten better. I don't know if you've played it recently, but
I can't control it. I just can't.
The digital D-pad?
I played it for 5 minutes on iOS, and I've played it for 5 minutes on Xbox, and that's it.
It does take a certain person to play it.
Yeah.
And I just learned that there is an ending to it.
Oh, yeah, the end dragon.
There's an actual credit screen?
Correct.
Yeah, you can get to like the end of
and
the
you
game.
beat the dragon?
Yep.
Yeah.
But then it just spawned you back.
But it's kind of cool. I wish they kind of incorporated missions like that. Because I get bored. I build my house, and then what am I going to do? I'm just sitting around.
That's one thing that I realize Starbound's 2D, but Starbound is best for that, because it's an unlimited generating world,
mm-hmm.
and then you are pressed to increase your technology to beat the boss to get to the next tier of planets, which has better stuff.
Okay.
So you kind of continually want to do that.
Now, this just popped in my head. I don't know why, but I don't know if you guys heard EVE Online, the MMO.
Yep.
They had some giant battle over the last week, and it cost $20,000 actual dollars. $1 trillion in-game credit.
Yeah.
So from my understanding, what happened is there was a planet, a system. It's a space game, right?
Yep.
I don't really know much about the game.
It's a fully player-run economy.
Yes. So there was a planet that some faction owned, and you had to pay to keep owning it. And on the month it was supposed to roll over, and you were supposed to pay to own it again. It didn't roll over the funds, and so it went up for grabs. Some, I think, Russian faction came in, stole the planet, and then they had to fight to get it back, and they caused 20,000 actual dollars of damage.
I love that game for that fact. Like you could have a massive, because they're not called guilds or whatever, they're called corporations. You can have a massive corporation like attack like a player owned or like an NPC owned like space station and like beat the crap. Now, in theory, it's possible to rob the bank, but it's almost impossible because the NPCs are so powerful because they don't want people continually robbing the bank. But I mean, I think that's cool.
It's ridiculous. I don't even know how that happens. What I guess the $20,000 is from would be like if you're to purchase in-game credits,
gold, yeah,
and then to repair all their ships. I guess it would cost.
Yeah, that game gets really freaking complex. I used to play it.
All right, and I've been playing Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and I have a little story about when I went to pre-order it at the EB Games. So I go to my favorite EB Games.
Which one is this?
Upper James. It's not my favorite, but it's the one I go to. There's a guy there. I say, can I pre-order Tomb Raider for the PS4? And he says, no.
What the heck?
And I said, why? He said no again. And then he started to harass me about pre-ordering Tomb Raider again.
Belittled you.
He already assumed I hadn't played it, or I have played it on the previous console. He already assumed I did that. He even asked me.
I think he knows who you are.
I've never dealt with him before.
Oh, you sure you work there?
Maybe
just holding up the place.
I got my pre-order, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, he made fun of me for pre-ordering it. Because it is essentially the same game, just on next gen. But
should have just walked across the street to Future Shop
in sight, so you could see.
Yeah, and then walked back in with your Future Shop copy.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'm not the person to do that though.
And then pantsed him.
But yeah, I've been playing that game. It looks fantastic on PS4. I hear it runs a little better on PS4 than Xbox One. So if you're planning on purchasing it and you have a PS4, you have the better copy. But yeah,
I'll play it on my shitty 360. I'll tell you how that goes.
Oh, have you? You haven't started then?
Nope.
Did you? But you downloaded Guardian Light too? The other
yeah, the free for games.
Weren't we talking last week on which game you should start, and then you start playing Borderlands again?
Yeah, like I had a bunch of packs. That's why I started playing.
Because we told you Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and fine, fair enough. That when I am done with Borderlands, Tomb Raider will be the next.
I don't think you'll ever be done with Borderlands.
No, soon. I have one more major DLC pack to go through.
They're gonna keep coming, man.
I think we have a bunch of quests unfinished, Marty.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going through all those, and then there's one more DLC pack part of Season 2 that I'll get to Tomb Raider. I promise you, I'll get to Tomb Raider.
Then Batman, right?
I don't know. I'm reading a lot of Justice League and Batman graphic novels, so I really don't
stay there. Then I don't recommend the new Batman game.
Fix right now.
You know, sometimes there are too many nerdy things to do at the same time. It gets overwhelming. Okay, let's go on to Apps with Marty. This is unfinished.
This is unfinished. I'm still playing.
So let's not call this a review. This is just a
first glance.
Yeah, a preview, I guess.
That's not
first look.
The proper thing to say.
First look. Let's say first look. First look with Marty.
Yeah.
There you go.
This app is called In Fear I Trust. This is developed by Chilingo. Yeah. It's $3, and if you know me, I don't buy things. But I bought this app for some reason.
What the heck?
Just not his abs. He doesn't buy anything.
I don't buy anything. But I bought this for some reason. Just on impulse. And it's a pretty nice looking game. I'm talking like decent PS2 looks. I'd say bad PS3 maybe. Bad PS3 game. It looks like a bad PS3 game. It's a first person horror game, and I haven't experienced too many horror games on iOS. So I thought I'd check it out, and it's a little scary.
Is that the one you made me play?
Yeah, I made Matt play it. The music, top notch, right?
Definitely.
The music is great. It makes you scared. I'm a big pussy, though, so maybe I'm easily scared. Big
PG-13
vagina?
Family show.
No.
Really? We have the explicit tag on iTunes.
I know.
Basically, it opens up with a cutscene, which skipped on me the first time I opened this. So I booted a bit. First of all, I go to settings to see if I can reset my game, because I didn't know if it saved, and I missed the cutscene. So I go to settings, and the game just started again. This is really buggy. None of the buttons really work. Cutscenes will just skip. It'll glitch out and crash. There's a lot of bugs in this game, which I'm not too happy about since I paid $3 for it. But basically it takes place in the insane asylum, and you kind of have this weird little power where you can. It's kind of like I noticed this trend in games where you have like the Batman vision, where you can switch to detective mode, and the new Lord of the Rings is doing like the Wraith mode. There's kind of it's like that, and you can see hidden things, and that's how you're able to tell if you can do a puzzle on something. But basically, you're just trying to investigate the weird goings on in this asylum. But for a horror game, I think it's pretty scary. There's kind of a disconnect between holding something and being scared, though. It bothers me. I'd rather be watching it on a TV in the dark, but the fact that I'm holding the screen kind of loses the horror element there. But the puzzles are fairly simple. But if you're looking for a horror game on the iOS, I don't know if that's something anyone's looking for, but this is out there for $3. It might be very buggy and crash a lot on you. Right now, the App Store rating is 2 out of 5 stars.
That's probably because of the bugginess, right?
Yeah.
Did you try it on your other device?
I haven't tried it on my phone yet. I don't really want to, because this thing, it'll really cook your iPad and drain your battery. It's pretty big. Also, it said it was 900 megabytes. The size was 900 megabytes. So I freed up at least 2 gigabytes of space on my iPad, and it still wouldn't install. So I freed up 3, and it finally installed. And when I checked the size of the app, it says it's 2 gigabytes.
Oh,
so I don't know what the hell it installed, but it lied. It lied to Marty. So there you go. In Fear I Trust. It's episodic. I believe you get the first 2 episodes for $3. I don't believe there's any other ones out yet. And I don't know if you have to pay for the ones coming out, but it's $3 and you get 2 episodes. I'm about half an hour in right now. It's decent. Great music. Kind of scary. A lot of jump scares. Check it out. In Fear I Trust.
Good stuff.
It's a maybe recommendation. I don't know what my rating system is. It's a maybe.
Should we have a rating system? Do people like the stars or the numbers or anything?
I'm not a fan of the rating system we have now going across the industry.
Which is?
Number out of 10?
Out of 10. It should be... Because right now it sits at, if it's lower than 7, it's a bad game.
Yeah.
That's my assumption with these ratings, but I would really ideally put that at a 5, being an average game.
5 would be average?
5 would be average.
Because there are like grades of good, right?
Yes, there's.
But have you ever played a 5 game?
I don't know what a 5 game is now, though.
It's a bad game, though.
Is it though?
But
Yeah.
you kind of like to reset it, I guess.
I don't know.
I personally just like a pros and cons, because even if something is labeled as a con and I like that, I can myself just say no, I like that.
Do we need 10? If
I think
there's
so.
anything
5,
below
I think-
5, are you going to play it? What's the difference between a 2 and a 4?
Yeah, that's true. Anything it's like below that.
No, but I don't feel like a 5-star rating gives you enough detail. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm just going to stick with a recommendation.
The difference between a 3 and a 4 out of 5 are too close to me.
3.5.
But if
you're getting the halves, then you might as well just
do 10.
go into 10.
See, that's what that. I'm just going to go with recommendations.
Yeah.
I know,
that's
don't
a
buy
good one.
this. Maybe it's for some people. And yes, totally go get
I know
it.
that what's that, Rev 3 Games.
Yeah.
They, before Adam Sessler got there, they used to do the recommend or not recommend kind of system. He got there, brought his 5-star rating from X-Play.
Oh,
That's what they
jeez.
do now.
I don't like the rating system we have. So I'm going to give this one a maybe. It's not for everybody.
So now you have buy it, don't buy it, or maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you need?
Yeah,
Okay.
those are 3 distinct categories.
All right, I'll go with that.
This is a maybe.
On a little side note here, I got an email from Rogers that said, "Dear John Sample."
Who's John Sample?
I got this earlier today, and then just now I received an email that said, "We'd like to apologize. You may have received a letter that said, Dear John Sample." Thank you, Rogers.
Is John Sample just a generic name?
I think
they
it's
use?
just like where you're supposed to type in the name and send it out. All right, let's hop into our first story here. The Elder Scrolls Online. I guess this is some good news, right, Matt? This is good news?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You won't need PlayStation Plus to play the Elder Scrolls Online. You just need the Elder Scrolls Online subscription. Now, my issue with this, I'll lay that out for you. That's not. I didn't care that you don't need PlayStation Plus. I don't want to pay for PlayStation Plus and the ESO subscription.
But my
But
argument.
since I already have PlayStation Plus, should I cancel that
No.
and then play ESO
No.
and then restart the PlayStation Plus? Because otherwise, I'm paying twice.
Well, you're paying twice for Netflix.
Those are two completely different things.
Okay, all right. Now hold the phone here, if I may. This was my personal argument. Was PSN Plus?
We should get your own segment called "If I May."
I don't mind that. That's
No
what you
spoilers here. Just an example.
Yeah.
can- But if you buy PSN Plus, you're essentially buying, like, not right now, but eventually once the library grows, like hundreds of games for online, with a select few that you don't get. Whereas with ESO, you're only paying for one. So if you cancel the one, like, I mean, they're distinguished in that one is like, if you were to only play ESO, then yes, cancel it. But I mean, ultimately, the other one is basically an almost all you can access pass.
Mm-hmm. But see, I thought that was the issue in the first place, that you were paying twice, not that you don't need PlayStation Plus. I thought
That's true.
PlayStation Plus should have covered the ESO subscription,
But the ESO subscription, that would be unfair for people on the PC.
but they should have made some deal with Sony.
Yeah.
But then
That's
Sony-
more incentive for people
Is
to
it-
buy on the console than the PC.
Is
as
it
well.
if you have PlayStation Plus? Do you need like?
You need
Is it?
both.
Yeah,
you
need a
need
subscription.
the ESO regardless.
Yeah.
Yes.
ESO is a pay to play MMORPG.
I think they covered the wrong situation, but no one's brought it up in any of the gaming news sites or anything.
You do need gold too to play it.
Yeah, on Xbox. That's what I was going
Xbox
to say.
need
It's bad for Xbox because you need gold.
But they are.
You
Bethesda
need
is,
gold to do everything on Xbox. You
That's
can't use. You
can't
can't
use
use
Netflix.
YouTube. You can't use
Netflix.
Netflix without gold.
Yep.
It is fucking horseshit. But go ahead, Ryan.
Bethesda is pushing Microsoft to do the same with that thing that Sony did, so that you won't need gold. I don't know if that will happen or not.
No, well,
Probably because I think Microsoft can't give up any footing right now.
And is anybody out there not playing online and waiting for the Elder Scrolls?
That's a good point too, I guess.
Like all
Like-
the people that are going to play it already pay for these subscriptions, probably.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I can see the point that Ryan has in one case where it's like some people are still only playing World of Warcraft. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So if they bought ESO on the PlayStation 4, they may for years only play ESO.
Well, it's not the issue that only. It's just like if I already have PlayStation Plus, but I don't need it to play ESO, I shouldn't have to pay twice.
Now, to be fair, that is ESO's fault.
Yeah, because they need the money, obviously. But I don't know. I just find it weird.
It is kind of BS a bit. I'll admit that.
Also, this might be important too. The console game is on separate servers than the PC game.
Now, can I play with Xbox One people on PS4, or are they separate too?
That's not been confirmed, but I think that's how it would work.
See, that kind of breaks the MMORPG, massive
Why?
multiplayer online limited RPG.
Well, no.
Relatively
PCs
massive.
are only on PC. I mean,
Yeah, relatively massive online RPG. Like,
that's pretty big. So yeah, Elder Scrolls Online is going to cost $49.99 for the game. Wait, sorry, PlayStation Plus is $49.99. I don't know why I have that written there. I'm terribly sorry.
well, the game I believe is $49.99,
Thank you.
and then you have to pay for the game disc. So it's like as if I went there, I paid for the disc, I get 1 month.
1 month, yeah,
Now there's a special edition called Imperial something. I think it's 120, 150.
something like that. Yeah.
I don't know for sure, and I think that only comes with 1 month. Don't hold me to that. I don't actually know. But ultimately, you have to pay for the game like if it's a regular game, and then you get 1 month. At least with the original, a regular game, the 49 whatever, and then you also have to pay for the subscription.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
It's going to go free to play in the next couple months, though.
See, I don't know. This could be a big hit because it sells Elder Scrolls in the name.
But Star Wars is a huge brand as well, and they failed completely.
To be honest, though, Elder Scrolls is a game. Star Wars is a movie, though. To be fair, right?
So, I suppose, but Star Wars is deeply entrenched in video games as well.
That's very true. It's very true.
Not a lot of good ones, but
But it has never been an RPG, really. Right?
Star
There
Wars?
there hasn't been.
KOTOR. KOTOR is like one of the best RPGs.
But was that a really popular Star Wars game?
Yeah.
Fair enough, I suppose.
And I would argue that Star Wars fans are more willing to pay money for something Star
That's what was
Wars.
surprising about it kind of dropping off and failing is just the Star Wars fans weren't there. But they kind of limited their market because they need people who play MMOs, but they need people who play MMOs and like Star Wars.
That's
So
true.
they have more of a smaller market, I think.
Well, I don't like the fact that they took Elder Scrolls and instead of doing like what I've kind of been saying for years, has been take Elder Scrolls the way it is, so it's all like very polished, very whatever, and then take that.
Not on the PS3.
Okay, that was bad. But take that like polished single player environment and let me play with 3 other people, in my world or in their world. End. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me play co-op and that's all. Or have a common tavern. You walk in there, you're online. You're walking around some tavern or a town, and that's common. And then you can invite people to your game, and then it remains. It has online, but it remains the same.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But this is like World of Warcraft.
Do you think the next actual Elder Scrolls will have some sort of multiplayer function?
I don't know whether there's going to be one because of this. I'm going to be honest.
But you said that what's his name? Todd
I-
Howard. What's that? Is that
From what I've heard, I do not believe that Todd Howard is a big fan of this, or at very least, I don't think he's working on it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this next story, I believe we kind of covered the original story on this one in an earlier podcast, that Assassin's Creed had an ending in sight, but Ubisoft has now come out and said that they don't have an overall ending to the Assassin's Creed franchise. So all this craziness, all this crazy story that no one really can piece together, doesn't have an ending. And they said it's kind of in the way. Think of it as a universe like Doctor Who.
Oh,
Or it's
come on,
never gonna
guys.
stop.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it will probably stop at some point, but it just like
You're going to be in like the year 5000, getting into an animus, going back to yourself, getting into the animus, getting back into the animus.
maybe, I don't know.
It's just Assassin's Creed Inception.
But I have a quote here from the Black Flag lead writer Darby McDevitt. He said that unfortunately took a backseat in AC2 when they swapped the plot point for the end of the world, which was conveniently going to happen in the same month in 2012. So I think they just kind of screwed themselves over with putting it in 2012, the present, right? This was a hard date we were going to hit. We realized very quickly that the Assassin's Creed is a popular franchise, and we'd like to keep it going.
Of course.
So they probably had an idea of how they would end it, but then because it makes so much money, they kept it going.
I will be honest that I'm becoming less and less engaged in the series. But I do pay $150 a year to play it.
Black Flag was good. That was a good game.
But it's a good game. It's not a good Assassin's Creed game.
Fair point. But yeah, how do you guys feel about that kind of? They're just doing it for the money.
It's a
Kinda
little
attitude.
It's a little upsetting.
Yeah, right.
It shouldn't be to make money. It should be to present a great story.
But we have to admit, though, these are businesses, and businesses are in the business of making money.
They can make money on a new game, can't they?
U-
What if they made a
Ubisoft has
kick-ass
Watch
pirate
Dogs.
game?
No, they have Watch Dogs. They're making new games.
Kick-ass pirate game.
I'm scared that Watch Dogs is still a part of Assassin's
It's
Creed.
gonna be.
I'm scared.
How amazing would that be, though?
No, it wouldn't
I don't
be
know.
amazing.
Hilarious.
I don't know if I'd buy it. I think I might wait. I don't think I'll buy it launch day. I think I'll wait.
Remember how
until somebody...
awesome Phantom Pain was when it wasn't Metal Gear?
Yeah, see? I'm going to wait.
No, I like Metal Gear, so it was good.
How awesome would Phantom Pain be?
Yeah, because they could have made just that other one. Was it Sons of the Rise of the Patriots or whatever the heck it is?
That's the fourth one.
Oh, whatever the new one is.
Guns of the Patriots.
Whatever the new one is, and they could have just made Phantom Pain.
Ground
Phantom
Zeroes
Pain.
and Phantom Pain.
There you go. Yeah, they could have left Ground Zeroes and had Phantom Pain as something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now Ground Zeroes is the prequel to Phantom Pain.
$30 prequel.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's pretty lengthy prequel though.
I thought it was just one mission.
Yeah, but it's a big one
$30.
for a big DLC. Yeah.
Speaking of Doctor Who, did you see the Peter Capaldi picture reveal?
Yes.
What do you think?
His pants look cheap.
He looks fucking older than I thought he would.
He's pretty old.
Because the last time I saw him on screen was like season 3 when he was with David Tennant.
Yeah.
So I wow.
He's really old.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
don't
bad?
know how I feel about this.
I like him being old.
Yeah, but like they went really young with David Tennant and Matt Smith, and then now they're going back to old.
Watch, catch up, and then we'll have a conversation about this.
It's going to be a while before I catch up.
No, it's we can have a good conversation.
Okay.
If you're planning on getting the Titanfall Collector's Edition, make sure you bring a large vehicle to pick it up. The Collector's Edition box is large enough to fit a person in, as I believe GameSpot demonstrated. It comes with an 18-inch Titan statue, a full-size hardcover art book, and over 190 pages of rare concept art. Would you guys buy a giant Titan?
No.
18 inches?
No.
That's huge. I don't even...
If I'm buying something that big, it's going to be Batman or something. Something that I'm going to appreciate 20 years from now. I don't think I'll be remembering Titanfall 20
Yeah, when
years
the franchise doesn't exist.
Yeah. I asked you guys upstairs, but are you guys excited for Titanfall?
I will not be
Indifferent.
purchasing it.
I won't have an Xbox One.
But if you had one, would you be excited for Titanfall? Is it something you kind of like to see?
I'm having a really hard time getting over this shooter fatigue.
Yeah.
Like a really hard time. I can't do shooters anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So probably not. I kind of like mechs. They're
I don't know.
kind of
I'm done with mechs.
it's a very old school thing to do though,
Yeah.
It's mechs was
The last game I remember from that was Chrome Hounds.
Chrome Hounds.
Chrome Hounds, that was like a near launch date title for 360.
Is that a mech game? Is it a mech game?
Yeah, I think it was launch window. Yeah, it was an old mech game. I think it was a Japanese mech game, actually.
Well, the Kinect had that mech game. Remember that?
Steel Battalion.
Is
That wasn't a mech game.
Blair
was it?
Herder almost had a freaking hernia.
It wasn't a mech game?
That was like a tank game.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on a mech. I think, but a lot of people do seem to be excited for this. If you are one of those people, a reported beta will be coming out on February 14th, and will be running through to the 19th. Access will be restricted to anyone who has pre-ordered from participating retailers and said to be GameStop in the U.S. Probably EB Games here in Canada then.
I'm going to predict this taking over the Call of Duty market.
Yeah, because I think sales are slowly dropping off of Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and they're probably looking for something new.
And these
So
are
this is probably EA's attempt to, or
And these
who's
are-
making this damn game?
the old Infinity Ward guys. The guys that left Infinity
This
Ward.
is EA.
Yeah.
It's an EA game.
Yes.
Okay. So they're trying to steal people from Call of Duty to
You know
this.
what happened is they wanted to make Titanfall, and they said no, so they left.
Oh, so
They didn't want to make Call of Duty
wait,
anymore.
Activision turned them down then?
No,
Yeah.
wait, is that speculation?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. These
Oh, that
guys
is
used to
actually
work
what
at Infinity Ward.
Yeah, I knew
Oh,
that part
okay.
was true, but they wanted to make it for Activision, and
Yeah.
Activision said no.
Oh,
And
holy
then
crap! I didn't know that.
Because Activision, they're one of the bigger publishers, but they only have a few games.
They drove Tony
That's
Hawk
true.
into the ground.
They have Skylanders, right?
Yep,
And they have Call of Duty.
and they have some old Spider-Man games.
I used to remember seeing the Activision logo all the time when I booted
Yep.
up games. What happened to them? Why did they go so small? With just billions off of Call of Duty and they were done?
Yep.
I guess so, eh?
Well, wait, who publishes World of Warcraft? It's not Activision, is it?
It's Activision Blizzard, right?
Yeah, so it is, yeah.
That's why I was gonna say. I know one
So
of
they
these
have two
companies.
giant franchises. Three if you
$15
include
a month.
include Skylanders.
12.5 million people at one point. $15 a month.
So they have a bunch of money. But they just don't make new games. Except for Destiny, another shooter, though.
I would just sit there and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna, absorb World of Warcraft.
I am moderately excited for Destiny.
I have that pre-ordered.
You have it pre-ordered?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
what
honest.
system?
360.
Okay.
I got a giant poster when I got it when
My
I pre-ordered
God.
it.
I think it looks pretty good. All the demos I've seen look pretty
Yeah.
fun. Because it's kind of what I wanted from a online game on a console. Same with the Division. Both I'm pretty excited for.
It's the same problem with all these games, though. Is we see them, and they don't come out for like another 2 years, and they keep showing us videos, and
We'll just
I
wait
get
till-
bored of them.
Wait till
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I saw the Titanfall trailer, the Watch Dogs trailer, the Destiny trailer. I'm like, holy shit, it's going to be a good year. But now I don't want any of them.
Yeah, that's true. You're looking for something new again, though, right?
Yep. Oh, you told me that a new Batman game might be on the way.
Already?
There's some listing Batman Untitled game.
Yeah.
I think in Germany or
Already?
something like that.
And I'm hoping it's Rocksteady.
No.
Already?
It could be like a special edition though.
Origins
with DLC.
didn't happen.
It's the
Fuck
movie
Origins.
game. It's
It
the
is-
movie game, Marty.
It is good.
Oh my god.
With actual voice from Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, do I get to play as Jesse Eisenberg?
My goodness. All right. And EA has said that they're not going to make Titanfall as bad as Battlefield 4's launch. As you may know, Battlefield 4 had some huge issues. Matt experienced them.
Oh my god!
I lost my save, and then it randomly quit on PS4.
I deleted my Origin.
So the EA said that Titanfall testing is showing great results, and they're really looking forward to seeing the gamer reaction in March. What is with EA and just screwing up games?
Well,
They have the money to make good games.
put it this way: my Battlefield 4 doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't launch. But the beta did. So even though they're saying the testing's going well, I'm scared.
When's the last time you booted it up, though?
When the issues started, and then I was like, I'll wait for them to fix it, and then I tried to boot up like last week.
Okay, because I'm not sure when they launched the last patch.
I don't know what the
I
heck's
just got
going
one on
on.
PS4.
I'm only trying to launch single player. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But, like, I don't even care about the Battlefield 4. I'm just scared that their testing isn't thorough.
So this is what they said about Battlefield 4's launch. When they launched it, it was a very complex game, launching 2 entirely new console platforms, as well as current gen and PC. So I guess they had a lot on their plate for the launch there.
That's true.
Understandable, I guess.
But I almost
I
feel
want
like
to be a little nice to EA.
you should.
No, you shouldn't. No,
you
you shouldn't.
Because think about this: Battlefield 4 is pretty much a copy paste of Battlefield 3 with a new engine.
Remember how exciting it was when they took down the skyscraper and they had like
Yeah.
the commander mode or whatever that was on the iPad?
I
Yeah,
never got to do any of that when I played it.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything. I played one match and I crashed.
All right. How many of you guys like Gears? Gears of War.
This guy has a poster.
You got a poster.
Yeah.
Microsoft has bought Gears of War.
I heard.
So I guess they want to start that up again. Although Judgment was not the best game for them.
I'm probably still going to play that one.
You gonna play it?
I'm probably going to collect all the loose $1, $2 Best Buy gift cards I have laying around and just go pick that up probably.
Do you like story? I heard the story's okay.
In Judgment?
But I don't play Gears, even though I do play games for story. Like that's one thing I'll completely argue for. Gears of War is one of those titles I don't play for story.
Played a chainsaw.
I play for
people.
multiplayer.
I actually play with my brother because one of the few co-op games we'll play together.
Okay, because
that
everyone...
and like we'll go back to Resident Evil 5 every once in a while, but
Fair enough.
like Gears of War was like we ran through all the Gears of War together.
Because I think people were mostly complaining about the multiplayer. I think.
I don't
On Judgment?
Yeah,
I don't give a good goddamn shit.
I
About
don't. I know a lot of people like the characters. I do not like those characters. They pick the two ones I don't like.
Baird.
And like
Yeah,
it was
fair.
done. Like it was done at the end of 3.
The story or what?
Yeah.
But this was before, was not? Was this
Yeah,
a
this
prequel?
takes place before.
Yeah, but like this didn't need to be done.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm perfectly fine with leaving this franchise on the 360.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it carry over to the one.
Yeah.
Same with God of War on Sony's consoles.
Yep, leave that back
Leave
there.
that alone. I'm done. Because their last game didn't do as well either.
No.
They kind of came out at the same time, and they were both God of War, Gears of War,
It's Ascension, right?
Ascension, yeah.
Yeah.
And they both kind of just fell
I
away.
didn't even know that came out.
Yeah. Let's move on to some Nintendo news, as we always love here. Nintendo, the CEO, Satoru Iwata, will be slashing his salary in half to apologize for the Wii U's losses. Now, I thought, okay, that's pretty good. He cares about the company, but it's only for 5 months.
Did he volunteer for this, or they do it to him?
He'd probably volunteer. He's probably like, I'm gonna just cut this, and I'm gonna, look better.
I'm sure it was him, so he could keep his job. You know, so, I guess it would be up to the board to decide.
Any more news on that business change though?
Yeah, I have that coming up. Like what they're changing in the
Yeah.
company. I have a few bit of that coming up here.
Oh, okay.
Also, other members of the Nintendo board will be taking a pay cut, ranging in between 20 and 30%.
Give Reggie a raise.
They say give Reggie away.
What I love about Reggie is he's a trooper.
He's trying, man.
He knows what we're feeling about Nintendo, but he has to go out there with a smile on his face and say Nintendo's the greatest.
Yeah.
But you can tell he knows there's problems with Nintendo, but he still soldiers on. And
Jeff Keighley always sticks it to Reggie. Too.
yeah,
It's funny.
What does he do? I've never seen this.
He always just asks those questions that we're all thinking about Nintendo, and he says them right to Reggie's face. Reggie does his best to answer them.
yeah. It's kind of a weird camaraderie they have together.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the changes they're doing, Matt. Nintendo DS, the Virtual Console, is going to be coming to the Wii U. Now, I thought that was pretty cool at first, but then I learned it's going to be on the gamepad. So that's even cooler, I think, because you basically have your own DS now as part of your Wii U.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, but you need a second screen.
Depending on what game you are, you can split the screen.
Oh, I would figure the one
TV and
the top half of the top screen you don't touch would be the TV, and then the bottom screen would be your Wii U pad.
Well, I guess Iwata said that they had to overcome technological hurdles to make this happen.
Because the Wii U can't do anything. Just saying. Yeah.
it'd be difficult because some games you have to see both screens at the same time. So I guess you'd have to hold it up.
It would only be certain games, I imagine. Then
Yeah.
they're not going to throw everything up.
I saw like a screenshot of Brain Age on the gamepad, and that's just on one screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I think that's pretty neat.
I miss Brain Age.
Mario Kart 8. Marty, you said you were playing that over the weekend or whatever, over this week.
No.
But you were playing Mario Kart, I mean.
Yeah.
But you told me you had a problem with their numbering system.
Oh yeah, 8. I believe the last console version of Mario Kart was 6, and then they count the DS games, and then they jump to 8 on the console. That bothers the crap out of me.
Because I always feel like the handheld ones are separate games,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
not really counted in the lineup.
Yeah. Nope.
A price cut on the Wii U is not an option. I guess they really can't afford to lose any more money, so they can't even. Because they were remember when at the beginning they were taking a loss on the Wii U sales,
Yep.
Yeah.
the console sales itself. So yeah, they can't even cut the price anymore. But you said that wouldn't. When I was talking to you, Marty, you said it wouldn't happen. Like you wouldn't.
Oh, I don't mind the price.
Yeah.
The price is fine to
What are
me.
they at now? $199? Is it $199?
Is it? I'm not
For
sure.
a Wii U?
For Wii, it was $199.
No,
it's
I go buy one right now.
It's $2.99.
$2.99.
Okay.
Dropped it down $50.
And that did boost prices a bit. I remember we had an article.
And
on
they
that.
phased out one of the models, right?
Yeah, the white
The white
one's
one.
gone.
Yeah.
But I noticed in their promotions they still show the white one,
It's the Wii White.
but you can't get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. They can't afford to change the art.
Did we cover this last week?
Just saying.
Do you remember if we covered this last week when Iwata said that the gamepad was the issue?
No.
No.
I thought we did.
You were talking to me about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but he said the gamepad was like one of the issues that's not selling. I don't know if that's one of the sole issues or not, but they said it's not going to be removed from the Wii U because I think what they were saying is people are getting confused and thinking the gamepad is an accessory to the previous Wii.
CNN did.
CNN did. They were there at E3,
Yeah.
and they like, yeah, the Wii U gamepad is going to be great for all you Wii users.
Yeah.
So
Why don't they just do a quote unquote "we would like to play" commercial that explains all of this,
We would like to play with you.
and they just show like the new console and new gamepad,
mhm.
and then they just show you playing a game, show them playing a game. That's it. Let's just like end that confusion.
Well, they did when they first revealed it, but they didn't really show the That was the problem. They didn't show the console.
They only showed
They
the
just
pad.
showed the gamepad, so people didn't know that there was a new console.
Yeah, the only commercials I've seen for the Wii U was that when it first launched, that weird one when everyone was in the boxes, different colored boxes playing their Wii U. That really didn't describe that it's a new console.
Yeah.
And then the ones they had at Christmas, I don't think they did describe it at all either.
No.
They kind of just showed the family playing their Wii U together. So that I think maybe it's just a big marketing issue.
They
You know?
need to not hit like I think they've lost the AAA title gamer like, the main thing. I think they need to hit the party people, like the people who want to have like party games, and they hit the families.
You know that could be the issue that their audience now is people who aren't as educated about the video game industry, and so they don't really know what the Wii U is.
They're trying to hit everything when they should hit what they can do, and then try slowly to expand to new things.
Mm-hmm. Some other things here. Nintendo will license its characters to other companies,
Oh my god.
but to be
Which
clear,
companies?
their franchises will not be leaving the Nintendo platforms.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think it's just to like indie developers, whoever wants to make like their own Mario game.
You know what's wrong with this?
Hmm.
It didn't happen last year.
You think it should have happened last year?
Yeah, then we'd be getting these games now, but now we're not going to be getting them for like another 2 years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Better late than never, I guess.
And that new Zelda Dynasty Warriors looking game, I don't like the looks of at all.
Okay, Dynasty Warriors to anything other than the Gundam Wing ones, fantastic.
I don't need a Zelda one.
I don't know, man. I'll buy it. You can try it.
All right.
You're gonna buy it? Oh, you like Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, it's so good.
The Nintendo Network ID will expand to smartphones, but that does not mean that you're gonna get the games onto a smartphone. You're not gonna be playing Mario on your iPhone anytime soon.
What am I gonna like? I'm not gonna send a message to somebody because I don't know anyone other than you that has a Wii U. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure how what this is gonna do.
We can, like text each other. Like, what the heck?
But yeah, I guess they see that Xbox has their own app and Sony has their own app.
I hope they see that no one uses these.
It almost seems like right now what they're trying to do is they're trying to play catch up when what they should do is try to distinguish themselves.
Mm-hmm.
No, they tried that twice now.
Yeah,
Swing and a miss.
twice.
They need to distinguish themselves to the right people, though.
They got one good swing left in them. That's it.
Yeah, like don't sell to the Call of Duty gamer.
No, you're right. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, like
They like putting Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U. Like,
completely useless.
Nobody's gonna pick up Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U,
Absolutely
especially
not.
if you have save game rollovers from your previous.
That was
two.
the weirdest choice.
Like that's so weird. Unless you have unless you have a fill in your choice game thing. But
Also, sorry if you pre-ordered some DLC for I think it was Arkham Origins. It got canceled on the Wii U. So,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. So,
DLC got canceled on the Wii U.
Yeah. I think it was for Arkham Origins.
Oh, jeez. Did the
So-
DLC even come out for the Arkham City Armored Edition? Like, was that ever in there?
Armored Edition, well, it had everything because it was Armored Edition, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it
sure,
was
yeah.
the.
I thought
complete
the Armored
edition.
Edition was just like the extra armor on Batman. Like there was a different design for it.
No,
That was it?
it came with the Harley Quinn stuff.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then remember they canceled the Assassin's Creed DLC, Black Flag DLC. That never came to the Wii U. It's sad. I'm tearing up here. Now this is the weirdest part. Non-wearable health monitoring systems are in the work to improve people's quality of life.
Yes.
Explain this, Marty. You seem to. know
I
what this
don't.
is.
I don't know what's happening. I brought up a chart. I sent you a chart of their plan. It didn't make sense.
So Nintendo is apparently really conscious of people's health, and they want people to be healthier.
They tell you every time you boot up one of their systems.
Yeah,
They need to stop telling me to take a break.
that's the weirdest thing.
Oh, I hate
Please
that.
stop playing our console.
Take a break.
So I don't know why they're so concerned, and I don't know what kind of business move this is, or if it's just a PR move, or what this is. I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you trying to find that chart?
Yeah, because that chart is wonky as fuck. Can you just continue with your little show you're doing?
Well, that's
here?
all I got.
Oh, sorry.
That's all I got to say about now. Well, I have more, but I don't want to move on to PlayStation news before we get out of the Nintendo stuff here.
Do you think that Nintendo could get the people back, the AAA gamers, if you will, if they made not Call of Duty, but like action games themselves, not Mario like, unique to the Wii U? Like for example, like Zombie U was developed for the Wii U.
I think they've missed their chance.
I think they screwed up.
I think this has been a
Man.
long slide downhill, and what they should have had was a good console when the Wii came out. Now the Wii was a success business-wise because it sold a bunch, but they lost everyone in that transition, and no one trusted Nintendo enough to buy a Wii U the second time.
Yeah, because everyone says like everyone thinks the Wii U is a joke, or the Wii was a joke.
But since they didn't see any like good third-party games, and it wasn't even HD, another big problem why you wouldn't buy the console.
Yep.
They didn't have that third-party support as much, so it kind of they lost everyone's trust.
To be fair though, at the time everyone had a CRT for years to come. Like at least 4 years, I'd say, was the norm
Yeah.
into the console's life.
Most of my Wii's were on the
CRTs.
two
And
TVs.
most people who bought a PS3 or Xbox 360 had CRTs.
I had CRT. Yeah, I had a CRT until like 3 years ago.
Isn't your
I still
Xbox
do.
still running on your CRT?
My PS3.
Your
yeah.
PS3? Isn't it? Isn't your what's upstairs on your main level?
I play it on our HD TV, but when I want to play online and someone's home, I take it downstairs.
Ah,
I love how your family sits down and watches you play.
Yeah, Yeah, sometimes I'll just be playing, they come home, and they just sit there and watch me play.
That's so weird.
My dad will give me tips on what to do. He'll try to help me out. Why don't you do that? I'm like, I can't do that. Batman can't do that.
That's fantastic.
You got your ass kicked there.
All right, let's move on to some PlayStation news here. This one's kind of cool. The PlayStation 4 might be getting PS1 and PS2 emulator. This is a rumor, just to be clear. An anonymous source reported that they're working on Sony's PlayStation Now streaming technology, but says that the cloud streaming tech is only currently scheduled to support PlayStation 3 titles. So I don't know if it's going to support PS1 and PS2 in the future, the PlayStation Now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just using this emulator as something else? I don't know.
That's what I want it for, though.
You want what?
PS1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Because if you're going to play PS3 stuff, just take out your PS3.
But I wonder if this is just a... See, I'm a little confused here, because why would they have an emulator for PS1 and PS2, but then also launch PlayStation Now that can do the same thing?
Well, I don't think PlayStation Now can bless you. I don't think PlayStation Now can handle PS and PS2 games.
But they said it could.
They said it could. I don't think either. It's not at launch.
It's not planned for them to ever do it?
Not yet. I think PlayStation Now is only going to handle PS3 to PS4.
In the beginning.
Yeah, at least in the I don't know. But
See, but that confuses me. So once they launch this emulator for PS1 and PS2, why not just keep that? Or I guess that only allow you to play your own discs.
that
right?
will let you play your own discs.
Okay.
PlayStation Now is for anybody who wants access to the PlayStation Library.
With an online connection.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Because like for me, I have a lot of PS games and PS2 games on my shelf that I'm like, I'm not going to go find an emulator online and put it into my computer.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, if like, yes, that's kind of nice for them to do that. That's fine, but that will
It's
dilute.
really nice for them to
that
do
will
that.
dilute sales though, because I can go Kijiji now that PS3 is old, quote unquote old, and I can go on Kijiji and buy a shite ton of old discs, and then get my discs up. And if my internet is crap, for example, and then I just have all these old discs now, and I could just play the games. You know what I mean?
What?
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
I'm
it's-
so confused.
Go through that again.
Okay, so you guys are saying there's an emulator, right?
Okay,
that-
so
this-
you walk to the store.
No, what I'm saying is you guys are talking about an emulator that you can use your old disc with, right? Rather than PlayStation Now.
PlayStation and PlayStation 2.
Yes. Oh,
Not
I thought it was
PS3.
including PS3.
No, PS3 disc would have to be only done through the or the PlayStation Now service.
Oh, well, actually, no. This applies to my point even more now, because I was saying that on Kijiji and other services, you can buy old games for super cheap.
What are like when you say old games?
Like you can literally go on there to PS2. Someone will be selling like 45 games for like $100.
You're right. Some people are going to do that. Not a lot of people are, and even if a lot of people did, still wouldn't hinder Sony.
I don't know.
That's
I think it's
not
gonna.
going to undo them.
I think it's gonna. No. I think it's gonna hinder the PlayStation Now subscriptions though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Do you know how many new gamers, young kids who are getting a PS4, who would just use that PlayStation Now service? They would have no concept of going to go out and buying a disc.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Like Sony doing an emulator and allowing you to play your old stuff is not going to. Yes, it's going to help some of the local businesses who sell used games. Some people like you and I or us are going to go and pick up some of those games so we can just pop the discs in instead of paying a separate subscription.
Yeah.
But it's not going to undo PlayStation Now.
But this is also a reason to get a PS4. If you have a bunch of old PS1 and PS2 discs lying around,
Fuck yeah.
you have a PS4
Yeah.
now that can play them. So you're going to buy a PS4, say
That's
this is
fair.
really good,
The-
buy some PS4 games.
Because of the PlayStation Now and the emulate, well, the reported emulator,
Yeah.
like that scale for PS4 has just already gone up compared to the Xbox One.
All right, and last Thursday, Sony had a special conference in the UK, and they revealed the PlayStation Slim will be coming there. No word yet on whether it's coming even further west to North America, but it's going for £180, roughly $300.
That is a heavy unit.
No,
Just kidding.
jeez, oh, my goodness.
Hi-oh.
But
So how much thinner is it?
I don't have those numbers.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Fantastic.
This is a Slim for what, sorry?
PS Vita Slim. Did I even say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
you
so.
did.
The Vita Slim? Did I say Vita Slim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
Okay.
there a Slim Vita in Japan right now, too?
Yeah.
It's where it originally launched.
Okay.
Comes in a bunch of colors. Doesn't have an LED.
It has a different screen. I
It
don't
doesn't have an
remember what
OLED. It has an LCD.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember that was my main problem with this thing.
They've reduced the quality of the
Yes.
screen. Yeah.
I remember a lot of people on IGN were like, I think actually almost all the people in there were saying, well, this is forcing me pretty much to buy a Vita now because they're afraid that the Slim is going to replace the original Vita due to like poor sales. And they
I
think
think it's going to, yeah.
so people are saying buy it now because they don't want the lower quality Vita.
But there are some things you get. There are a few advantages to the Slim. One
Yeah.
being slimmer. The touchscreen on the back is smaller, but it gives you more hand space to actually grab the Vita.
Okay,
And then what's the other one? Oh, longer battery life.
fair enough. Now I have a question about the back thing. So I haven't actually done this, but the back part, like the back touchpad, is like segmented, I guess, for PS4. Will the smaller affect it? You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like
when
the
you're doing
triggers.
remote play, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. I've never actually done it yet,
The areas are pretty big on the regular Vita, the
Yeah.
fat Vita.
but I'm thinking about the
So
Slim. Is it
making it
gonna
a little bit smaller wouldn't be that bad.
be... Okay, I'm gonna ask from somebody who tried
I don't think
it.
so. I don't know. Have you used remote play yet?
No,
Okay. You should try it because it's really cool.
I link it and I use it to launch Netflix, and that's all I've done.
Oh, you use it to launch Netflix.
Wow.
No, but no, you don't have Assassin's Creed.
No, I do not.
I think Call of Duty works with it. Try Call of Duty.
It does, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. And you can do it away from home. They don't recommend it. Remember, Sony doesn't
Oh, it's gonna
recommend
be
doing that.
like poverty tier.
And people were saying like, what
You
happens?
mean Canada?
In Canada tier, yeah.
People were saying like, what happens if you boot up your PS? You're away from home. You boot up your PS4 with remote play. You start playing a game
Yeah, you lose connection.
and you lose connection.
You're screwed.
And then like you have a PS4 at home, steaming up the house.
Yep.
Who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah.
Just saying, please reconnect controller.
And our last bit of news today: PS Vita sales increased by 163% in the UK following the launch of the PS4, and their primary reason: remote play. So there you got to get on that, Matt.
Good
I
stuff.
swear I read online that someone that represents Sony in the UK that it's not going to sell nearly as well as the PSP, and that it's basically an accessory to the PS4.
They've made it that, I think, to drive sales because it was doing bad.
They developed them both at the same time, PS4 and Vita. They're meant to work with each other.
I'm just going to say this now. I don't like the Vita, like at all.
What's wrong with the Vita?
It's not. I consider an accessory now.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not.
it is now.
It's not a handheld. It's not something you're going to leave the house with.
I kind of like companion devices, as I call them, because I feel like they're an extension of a product that I enjoy using. I don't know.
I like them being extensions, but not solely for that purpose.
I play a lot.
You can play the Vita as a standalone though.
Yeah, I play a lot of video games.
Yeah,
There's
for
a
how
bunch
much
that-
longer?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of games on it.
Yeah, it sounds like
There's a lot of games on it.
There's a lot of
there is.
games now.
yeah, like if you get PSN Plus, like, you get a decent amount of games with Vita.
Mm-hmm. You can still get on the Uncharted game on there.
Yep.
It's still free, and then also the Gravity. What's that? Is it just called Gravity?
I think so. And then what's the other one? Sonic
You're
Racing
playing
Transform.
Sonic, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
I love that game. That
Oh,
game blew me away.
Yeah, it's so fun.
You could just get
Not
a
on
Vita.
Vita, though.
You should get a Vita and PlayStation Plus, and you're all set.
Yep.
And there's some decent titles. Tearaway was good. I like Tearaway. Killzone was fantastic.
That was okay.
I have Tearaway.
That was weird. I was weirded out by Killzone a little bit.
Weirded out.
Yeah.
Killzone the new one.
Yeah.
That Call of Duty was so bad.
Call of Duty was bad.
I didn't mind the Call of Duty.
And then
No.
Batman was bad too.
All right, that Batman was the worst Batman in a long, long time.
Blackgate.
Yes.
So bad.
It was bizarre.
There's rumors coming to HD and
no, it's so terrible.
Well, same with Assassin's Creed Liberation. That was a freaking disaster.
well,
when it
that's
came.
coming out.
That one-
that is out actually.
That
Right?
one I could see you kind of working through it, but I got so frustrated with
The top-down map with the side-scrolling. That's
Yeah.
just bizarre.
I don't know where the hell I'm going in that game.
No.
If they should have just made it a third-person Batman game, and it would have been fantastic. But no, they made it some weird 2D thing.
2.5D.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty much what it
3D
is.
graphics on a 2D plane.
There you go.
Okay, I see. All right, and real quick, what do you guys want to see in 2014? Anything you're excited for? Anything you want to see
Plastic
happen?
peripheral attachments for my controllers.
My God. My God.
Like
The Wii Vitality sensor.
oh yeah. But any trends you want to see happen? Anything you want to see go away?
I
Anything
want.
3D. I want 3D to go away.
Isn't that gone?
It's pretty much phased
You
out.
mean like
Pretty
3D
much dead.
games?
Like no, like 3D in theaters too.
Oh, you want to see it gone in theaters?
Yeah.
I want a solid game coming out monthly, maybe even two
Wait,
times
what's
a
that
month.
mean?
Like what?
Oh, a new game. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like Assassin's Creed every month.
No.
jeez.
My God.
What are you guys playing on your next gen systems for the next 3 months?
What will I be playing
Yeah.
Netflix.
for the next 3
Getting
months?
them Netflix achievements, right?
Yeah, I am getting Netflix achievements.
Wait, you want me to play a game for 3 months?
No, what are you going to
No.
be playing in the next 3 months on your next gen system?
Oh, Infamous Second Son. I'll be
Okay.
playing that.
If it doesn't crash on you,
Why? What's with the crashing?
your system
It
crashed.
crashed once. That was one time.
Actually, just to throw this in randomly, the Xbox One's crashing is worse. You're playing, menu. That's it. I'm just playing. It's like, vroom. What? All right.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna double back on my Tomb Raider thing.
Oh,
If I don't finish, if I finish Borderlands and Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 is out, I'm playing that.
oh.
I'm
Oh,
absolutely,
sure.
Like it's
I'm
top priority. I
abs-
see.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely playing that because I have been waiting a long time for that game.
When's that come out?
February 24th or 28th.
Oh, so you'll be playing that.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been waiting a long fucking time for that game.
Yeah, I don't know what comes out after Infamous Second Sons that I'll be wanting to purchase.
I want Watch Dogs.
South
I
Park
want
in
Watch
March.
Dogs.
Didn't I include a list of games for
A
last
while
week?
back, yeah.
Was that last week?
That was
I
like
sent you guys.
three,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Actually, can we bring that up? Maybe?
I'm gonna bring it up.
Stick of Truth comes out in March. I don't know if you're interested in that.
I kind of am because it reminds me of an old Harry Potter game I played that I really adored.
Yeah.
I'm not big on South Park's humor, but I might give it a try.
Turn-based RPGs.
That's what I'm
right?
excited for. Yeah. And it's got that old kind of you're standing next to your enemies there.
It's
and you
old
just-
school.
I kind of like it. So
Beautiful looking.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks back.
at your discretion, what are the best games coming out?
The Lego Movie video game.
No, I won't be purchasing that one.
Fable Anniversary.
Now that,
I'm
now
that-
that,
I might have to pick up.
that's damn good.
Yeah.
What is that? What part of that?
That's the first game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so.
But-
And then
So
and then
it's a-
and then they're also releasing a bundle pack with all three of them, with the anniversary included as one of those.
Anniversary is not not an HD version. It's a
No, it's an HD version of the first game.
But it's also
They redid it.
it's remodeled.
Yep, it has
Yeah.
new stuff as well.
okay. So that's kind of cool.
That's damn.
And
good.
then there's also like a combo pack, like a $60 pack with Anniversary 2 and 3.
they could have left out 3, but yep.
3 was so bad.
Just see what I mean.
Holy man.
Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare.
I won't be buying that.
That's all right.
Lords of Shadow.
See
2,
myself
fuck yeah.
playing that for like a week.
Thief.
Some people love that series. That's an old
Yeah.
series.
Yeah,
That's in the next 3 months. That's it.
that's February.
Oh, okay.
If this list is still active.
Is that a reboot?
Thief?
Yeah, we're calling that a reboot.
I'm gonna call that I personally am gonna call that a reboot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why is it?
because
an
it's,
old
it's just
game.
titled Thief.
Yeah, it's an old game.
It's like Tomb Raider.
Okay.
I think the
South
first one.
Park: Stick of Truth.
When's
Good
that?
lord.
March.
Titanfall, March.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy X/X2 HD remaster.
Some people are gonna love that.
Mhm.
Infamous.
Infamous.
Some
yeah.
people are gonna love that.
Infamous looks so good. I don't know if you guys have like watched the gameplay videos.
You know my
It's
feeling
fantastic.
And
on
then
it.
April, Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, so that's pretty good. That's not bad.
Where's Watch Dogs? I thought that was in April.
I thought that doesn't that get pushed back to June?
I'm not
No,
buying it.
please don't tell me.
I'm-
Jim.
I'm-
I'm,
So-
I'm pretty sure it was when they delayed it. It says getting related.
Uncle
delayed
GG,
to-
there will be a new PS4 up there
oh my god.
tonight.
Sell it to Aaron.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, really.
It is gonna come out. If not May.
Do you think my pre-order still stands?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I
It will.
pre-ordered the collector's edition for launch day PS4. I hope that they still recognize it.
Q2 2014.
What is happening?
Wow, that's a
So
long
it could
way.
be as late as June.
It probably is. Yeah.
So 2014
June
gonna be a
30th.
great year.
I think 2014 should have less broken games. I want
It
completed
ain't no
games.
2007.
You remember Ubisoft's theory on games? If they're not 70% good, they don't bother delaying them.
Wait, excuse
What?
me?
You remember hearing that?
Wait, if a game did not meet Ubisoft's
Expectation of how good it is.
they would delay it.
They'll just throw it out there.
No, they said they would delay it.
So they would delay it
That's why they delayed Watch Dogs.
to make it better.
No, it
Yes.
has to meet that certain level of goodness. Are they terms of
70% good.
what they
Yeah.
consider would be a good game?
Almost like
I
they
thought
give
it was
they give it
only
their, like,
70%.
they give it like their own
No.
like 1 to 10.
Because
or
that's
whatever.
If it's
not
like a
good.
65% good game, they'll just throw it out there.
What the hell? Yeah. So they basically in
Wait, I'm
quote
so
unquote
confused here.
they like review it. They give a review it from like 1 to 10, except it's 1.
But if it's
0 to
above
1,000.
70%, they
Then-
do what with it?
So if it's a low rating, and it's not very and like they're not quite done it, they'll just throw it in the market. If they think it's going to be good, like Watch Dogs, they think it's going to get like 9s and 10s essentially.
They'll delay and fix the
They'll delay
problem.
and
If it's at 70%, they want it to get 9s and 10s reviews.
Correct.
Or 8s and 9s. Let's say more
Yeah.
realistically. Then they'll delay it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of weird.
because some games will like just normally get a bad.
Why not just make good
worse
games?
rating.
Why not just make all good games?
I think that's kind of subjective.
I suppose, but I mean, there's games that are just the gameplay's bad,
Yeah, it's true.
which is kind of, I guess, you could say
Yeah.
universal.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Rise is a really good game, but gets bad ratings.
It just does not look like a good game.
I
like-
absolutely love the online.
I don't like that it's
just-
littered with microtransactions.
Just like
too.
looking at it, like nothing about that game looks appealing whatsoever.
I actually really didn't. I was just playing it, and I was kind of bored. And my friend's like, you can play like Gladiator online, right? And I was like, all right.
That was kind of cool.
And I
yeah.
played that for like 7 hours.
like
It was a
I
disaster.
don't know. For me, also because like Ancient Rome, I really don't like Ancient Rome.
Oh, well, okay. There's okay.
Like that. It's not that it bothers me. It's just I don't care for that part of history.
That fair enough. If you don't like that type of history, that part of history, then you're not gonna like. The
But
game.
also just like the gameplay looks like it just looks gross. Does not look like a fun game.
the glowing people with the quick time bothers me.
What? There's glowing what?
So like if I beat somebody up, a little skull appears over the head, I click right trigger, then their body will glow and I go into a quick time event, and if it's like blue I have to press X, if it's like Y I have to press Y.
Wait, what? Let's not call it a QuickTime event.
Uh,
It's more of a
I can press Y
what
if
did-
it
what
wants
did
me to
they
press
call it?
X.
clicking the right
Clicking the right
gets
button
you the more points.
Yes, and fast.
And
Very fast.
But if you just decide to kill him, you can just kill him.
I can just kill him,
Okay.
but I will get less points.
So it's just a way to get more points.
Correct.
This is an arcade game.
No.
It's kind of arcadey. Like you jump in and you're like upgrading your person and stuff. But it's cool because in the Gladiator, like you start off with basically wearing a diaper because you're a slave pretty much, and then you like start building yourself up. So now I have like a good shield and I actually have like some like pants on.
You have shoes.
I do not own shoes.
Having the little sandals.
I think I may have those like little like
the Jesus sandals.
I got some poverty sandals rolling.
All right, thank you for joining us this week on Day One Patch. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Just go to iTunes, search up Day One Patch, and hit that subscribe button.
Share with all your friends.
I think it's working now.
It definitely is.
So I don't know what caused that delay, but it's working now.
You can gift things in iTunes, right? Can we send a free podcast to somebody?
I don't know how.
Oh,
you can
man.
share it. You can share it from iTunes.
Oh,
Somebody find
Like
out
onto
right
like
now.
social networking sites.
okay.
Let us know in the
Which you can
comments.
also like us on the Facebook and the Twitter. Follow us on the Twitter and YouTube. Always subscribe there as well. Thank you.
Peace.